We are 6 months into 2026. 6 months has passed since New Year's. What has come of your resolutions? Have you achieved any of them? Are you halfway there yet? You know, the things that you said you were going to have by 2027, are you halfway there yet? Because the year is halfway done. I assume that you're probably not. That time has gone by so quickly, and you're waking up today and you're realizing we are 6 months through the year and you are nowhere near your goal. So that's why today we need to lock in. So follow along if you're actually ready to lock in. If you aren't, then go ahead, click off this video now and spend the next 5, 10, 15, 40 years living the exact same life that you are living right now, because you aren't going to change anything unless you try. Let's get into it. This is a short little overview of it. We have routine, finances, and status. These are the three areas that we need to lock in to actually improve ourselves over the next 6 months. With routine, we can see our main goal when we get to 2027, we want to go into the year with zero waste. That's where we want to be at with our routine. Finances, we want to go into it being independent. We want to have our own independence, not depend on anybody, not depend on any system. We want to grow that independence for ourselves. And with status, we want to have a meaningful impact. Now let's break these down one by one. With routine, you can see we have our DPV. This is Daily Private Victory. Now this is something that I picked up from the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You wake up in the morning and you spend that first hour of your day working on 3 areas of your life: physical, mental, and spiritual. You're trying to get those wins first thing in the morning so you can start the day off stacking wins. Now we come to heavy subtraction. If you are spending 6 hours a day scrolling on social media and you subtract that out of your life, that is a huge difference. If you are spending all your money on fast food, and so now that's made you broke and fat, and you subtract that out of your life, that is going to make a huge difference. So we start with subtraction. You become absolutely ruthless with your time. Do not waste your time on all these social media apps. Do not waste your time on all these entertainment apps, whether that's YouTube, whether that's Netflix, whether that's Paramount Plus, Hulu, whatever. There are so many of them now. If you take all of that time that you are wasting on these apps and you spend it towards something productive, like reading or being in the gym or working on a business, you are going to make so much progress. And you know this. I don't have to tell you this. You've probably heard it a million more times. I don't have to tell you this. You know this within you. So why do you continue to waste your time? You also need to manage your friendships. And I know this is a topic that people hate to hear, but your friends, the people around you, even your family, they are not there in your best interests. And as much as that hurts to hear, as much as that is hard to accept as being true, it is. You got to think, if only 2% of people are winners in life, there is no way that you were born or that you've gone through your life up until this point and all the people around you are winners. All the people around you are part of that 2%. That's just not the case. And now I'm not saying to be as ruthless and go out and cut off all your day ones and these people who have shown you loyalty and these people who have actually cared for you and been there for you. I'm not saying completely throw them away. I'm saying manage your time. Manage your conversations. Manage the things that you talk about. If you are constantly talking about the same negative things with certain people, manage those conversations. Adjust them. Make them to where you don't talk about that stuff. Anytime they try and bring it up, just switch the conversation to something more positive. That is a huge, huge benefit to you. If you are not moving forward, you are falling behind. This is why eliminating all of your time wasting is so important. Because if you are not moving forward towards your goal, you are falling behind. You are moving away from it. So recognize that heavy subtraction is the second part of our routine. Now we get into selective addition. Selective addition. I'm not saying do the huge popular morning routine for 3 hours that's so amazing and so popularized on social media. I'm saying add the things that actually matter. I forget who said it, but it was something about 10% of the efforts that you give actually produce 90% of your results, or 10% of the things that you do produce 90% of your results. So you need to figure out, what are those 10% activities? What are the things that are giving you the most output for your input? What has the most leverage? That's what we need to work on. And add in those things that only count. Only those. If it is something that is going to take up 3 hours of your time and give you absolutely nothing in return, don't do it. I understand the appeal of all these different physical things like going and do red light therapy, doing your cold plunge, switching in between cold plunge and sauna and all this stuff. But at a certain point, you are spending too much time trying to find the perfect life hack. And if you just spent that time doing things that actually progress you, you would have so much more growth. And after that, we need to get into habit shifts. Replace your negative habits with positive ones. And so a way that I've done this is I've made it very hard for me to do negative things, and I make it very easy to do positive things. Apps that would waste your time. If you hide those from yourself, if you delete them off your home screen to where you have to search them up to go get on them, or if you log off of them before you get off the app or whatever, just adding a little bit of friction there, making it harder for you to instantly press of a button and now you're stuck in your phone for the next hour. This is what it is. Make it hard for you to do those things that are not good for you, the things that are not progressing you, but make it super easy for you to do the things that are positive. For example, I have this treadmill right behind me. I have my shoes next to it. I don't know if you can see it. So I wake up in the morning, I use the bathroom, instantly hop in here. I'll have a water and my phone on the treadmill. So I can hop on here, I can get on the treadmill, I can drink my water, because you always need to drink water in the morning. Then I can hop on my phone and I can read through the Bible. That right there is already two of my spiritual and my physical win. That's two of the wins right there. And it's so easy to do. I've removed all the friction of it. Make it hard for you to do certain things and make it easy for you to do the things that you need to do. And now we move on to finances. You need to start with auditing and then your target. So when I say audit, I mean audit every single thing that you spend your money on. Everything. Do not leave anything to chance here. I want to know, how much money are you spending on food? How much money are you spending on your bills, rent, whatever it is, gas? How much money are you spending? What is leaving your account every single month? Figure that out, get complete clarity on that, and then cut out the crap. Just like I was saying, there's so many entertainment apps and subscriptions that you probably have. Get rid of them. Get rid of that Snapchat Plus. Get rid of as much as I had to say, get rid of the Spotify Premium for right now. Get rid of the 40 different entertainment apps that you have, the Netflix, the Hulu, the Disney Plus. Get rid of all that. You don't need it. You are trying to progress yourself in life. You are on a mission right now. Are you really telling me that you need to spend $150 on subscriptions for different entertainment things to get you to waste your time? Stop it. Cut out the crap. And now we can figure out our target. How much exactly do you need? What is the life that you're trying to have? What is that goal that you set for yourself? Maybe it's $10,000 a month. Is that exactly what you want? What is the apartment going to cost you? Or the new car going to cost you? Or that watch that you want? Figure out the exact amount of money that you require and write that down. I want you to drill that into your head. How much do I need? How much exactly is it? Do not say, I want a lot of money. Nobody knows what a lot is. You need to figure out in great detail what it is you want. I like this quote. You cannot reach a destination if you don't know where you are and you don't know where you're going. Let me say that again. You cannot reach a destination if you don't know where you are and you don't know where you're going. If you have no idea what your financial situation is right now, you have no idea where you are, it's going to be very hard to get going towards a destination because you have no idea where you are on the map. And at the same time, if you have no idea where you're actually going, if you just say, oh, I want a lot of money. Oh, I want more. I want more. How much is more? How much is a lot? Figure that out. Mark it out on your map. Put an X there. And now we can figure out how we're going to get there. Now we move over to offense mode. This is just like I was saying. Cut out the crap. This is where we flip that switch in our brain and say, hey, we are on a mission. This is actually a mission for us to do. This is not just games anymore. This is not elementary school stuff. This is a mission. We have to treat it as such. We are trying to get out of this life. We are trying to create wealth for our future kids. We have to lock in. Flip that switch in your mind. Stop playing around because this is not a game. Now we need to find our uniqueness. You have individual skills. You have individual experiences, things that you have gone through, things that draw your attention and your interests. Find those. Those are completely unique to you. You have gone through these many different experiences and you've gained these skill sets that apply to something specific. Find those. Relate them with each other. Figure out from your experiences to your skill sets to your interests. Relate all of that together and then find a path for you. And now we get into extreme value development. Most people think that as soon as you get out of school, you stop learning. As soon as you get that job, oh, I can relax now. That's not the case. You have to constantly be developing yourself. Just like we said before, if you aren't moving forward, you are moving backward. Especially with today's time. I'm not even going to get into AI and everything, but everything is constantly progressing. We are in a absolutely insane hyperspeed of progress right now. The things that are going to happen within the next 5 and 10 years is crazy. The development is constant in this world. We are always evolving. And if you are not evolving with it, then you're going to get left behind. Just like Darwin said, the one who survives is not the strongest or the smartest or the fastest. It's the one who is the most adaptable. That is absolutely true. Become that one. Become the adaptable person who is constantly learning. But now we move over to the roadmap of success. What can you do every single day to get you to progress towards your goals? Every single day you have to do something. If we are not moving forward, we are moving backwards. So every single day, figure out what is that daily action step for you. And now after we have that daily action step, we can get into monthly milestones. This is how we know when we're on target. This is probably why you don't have your goals yet. You have not been paying attention to yourself. You have not been checking up on yourself and actually making sure that you're progressing towards that. And I know you haven't. You're on this video right now because you want to change your life, because you haven't been doing it before. I've made this mistake. I'm not calling you out directly, but I absolutely am calling you out directly. Lock in. Figure it out. If we have 6 months left to go, let's say your goal is $10,000 a month at the end of the year. What do you have to be making at the end of this month? At the end of June, what amount of money do you have to be earning? Now figure it out for July. Figure it out for August. All the way. Figure out where you need to be at the end of that month to be on track to achieve your goal. And now we get into status. Now status is a little bit different than all the other ones because it varies so much with everybody. You know, the other ones, routine, everyone wants to be more time efficient. Everyone wants to be building themselves up, developing themselves. With finances, everyone wants to make more money, unless you're some monk or something. But for the most part, everyone wants to make more money. But status is different. Not everyone wants to be an A-list celebrity. Some people just want to be in their community. Some people just want to be in their family. So we had to figure out for ourselves, what is our true purpose? The raw reality of status is it absolutely matters. If you have status, if you are considered someone who is important, you will get more opportunities. You will be treated better than other people. That's just the absolute truth of it. That's something that no one can deny. Status absolutely matters. You can have all the money in the world, but if no one respects you, if no one sees your status, they aren't going to care. So now we have to figure out, what is your why? We know that status is important, but just like I was saying, what is your why? What is your reason for wanting to gain status? Are you trying to be ahead of your household? Are you trying to be an impactful person in your community? Are you trying to go beyond that? Are you trying to get into a government position for your state and be impactful statewide? Are you trying to be impactful on social media to your certain demographic of people? What is your why? What exactly are you aiming towards? Who are you trying to be? What is your purpose for trying to improve your status? And now we have that identity shift. Right now, you probably don't see yourself as someone who's important. You probably don't see yourself as someone who other people should respect. But now I want you to have that identity shift. If you thought of this person in your mind, if you thought, okay, I want to be someone who my community respects. If you want to be that person, think of, how do you get there? What is that person like? How does he approach conversations? Is he friendly? How does he introduce himself? What is the body language that he carries? Think of all the characteristics of that person that you want to become and slowly add them into your life. Think of who you want to be. I see them. I see all the characteristics. I see all the qualities. I see how that person's acting. Well, I can change myself. Let me act as that person. And then slowly you become that person. That is it. That's the step. And now, just like I was saying, do you want big or small impact? Who are you creating this impact for? If you are just trying to create impact for your family, okay, awesome. I completely respect that. But that impact for your family, that impact for your friends, that's a lot different than your impact for the world. How do you want these people to see you? How do you want them to feel when you enter that room? Now shift into that. Become that person that gets that respect. Become the person that earns that respect. And create that impact into the world. I know there's some rambling in this, but these are the things you need to know if you want to change your life in the next 6 months. You've already wasted the past 6. You've probably already wasted the past 4 years before that. Lock in now. Your future depends on it. Every single day, the decisions that you make, the actions that you take or don't take, your future kids have to live with the results of that. If you are wasting your time today, they are going to have a lesser life because of you. But if you are putting in that work today, if you are grinding, if you are working towards a worthy goal, they are going to have an amazing life because of you. Everything is on you in this moment right now. Do not delay. Do not waste your time. Do not think that this is the game. Do not continue to live this mediocre life. Lock in. You have 6 months.